Bonjour and welcome to French Action. Difficult questions can have easy answers and we'll show you how. Vous êtes prêts? C'est parti! I have selected 10 questions for you, so you need to listen to them. If you can answer them, then you don't need to go any further. Otherwise, watch the rest of the video. Question numéro 1. Qui est l'aîné de ta famille? Question numéro 2. Combien de fois par semaine fais-tu du français? Question numéro 3. Parle-moi du centre commercial le plus proche de chez toi. Question numéro 4. Quel est le sport le plus pratiqué dans ton pays? Question numéro 5. Comment préfères-tu te déplacer? Pourquoi? Question numéro 6. Selon toi, quel est le moyen de transport le moins coûteux dans ton pays? Question numéro 7. Aimes-tu faire les magasins? Pourquoi? Question numéro 8. Est-ce que tu suis un régime? Pourquoi? Question numéro 9. À quelle heure commencent les cours l'après-midi? Question numéro 10. Penses-tu que les jeunes devraient passer un jour par semaine sans Internet? Here are the 10 questions I selected for you. Question numéro 1. Qui est l'aîné de ta famille? Who is the eldest in your family? So for the answer, you could say, c'est moi qui suis l'aîné, if it's the case. Or c'est mon frère, it's my brother. Or c'est ma sœur, it's my sister. Combien de fois par semaine fais-tu du français? How many times per week do you have French? Here you need to listen for combien de fois par semaine, or combien de fois par jour, or combien de fois par mois. Okay, so semaine is week, mois is month, and so on. So you need to be careful whenever you hear combien de fois, you know is how many times. So for the answer, you could say something like, je fais du français 3 fois par semaine or 2 fois par semaine, depending on your situation. Question numéro 3. Parle-moi du centre commercial le plus proche de chez toi. So this question is tell me about the shopping center which is closest to where you live. So this question starts with parle-moi. So when you say parle-moi or décris-moi, you know that you have to come up with at least 3 sentences to describe whatever you have been asked to describe. So I've come up with 3 sentences. I am saying, for example, c'est un petit centre commercial, il y a 20 magasins et un grand cinéma. Ce centre attire beaucoup de monde. Voilà. So you can say other things, of course. It's just to give you an idea as to how to answer this question. Question numéro 4. Quel est le sport le plus pratiqué dans ton pays? What is the most practiced sport in your country? So for this question, you can start with c'est le, and then you put the sport. So c'est le football, c'est le cricket, whatever. Qui est le sport le plus pratiqué ici? Ici meaning here. Here in your country, okay? Donc c'est le football qui est le sport le plus pratiqué ici. Question numéro 5. Comment préfères-tu te déplacer? Pourquoi? How do you prefer to get around? Why? So, a possibility would be je préfère me déplacer en voiture parce que c'est plus pratique. Se déplacer means to move about, okay, to get around, but be careful, it's a reflexive verb, so you need to ensure that you use the reflexive pronoun. Je préfère me déplacer en voiture parce que c'est plus pratique, c'est plus confortable, etc. When you have a question where you have pourquoi, you have to ensure that you have a parce que to answer the second part of your question. Question numéro 6. Selon toi, quel est le moyen de transport le moins coûteux dans ton pays? According to you, what is the cheapest means of transport in your country? You could just simply say le moyen de transport le moins coûteux ici, c'est le bus. For example, I'm saying c'est le bus, but it could be another means of transport in your country. Some students might want to say je pense que c'est, okay, je pense que c'est le bus. Another way of putting it, because the question starts with selon toi, according to you, okay? So it's an opinion. Aimes-tu faire les magasins? Pourquoi? Do you like shopping? Why? So here we will have to have a parce que because of the why. J'adore faire les magasins parce que j'aime acheter des vêtements. I love going shopping because I like to buy clothes. For somebody who doesn't, you might say, je n'aime pas faire les magasins parce que c'est trop fatigant, because it's too tiring. Question numéro 8. Est-ce que tu suis un régime? Pourquoi? Are you on a diet? Why? So here, two answers. Oui, je suis un régime parce que je veux perdre du poids. I want to lose weight. But if you're not on a diet, you might say, non, je suis en bonne santé. I'm in good health. Maybe you can think of something else. À quelle heure commencent les cours l'après-midi? At what time do classes start in the afternoon? So you could just say, les cours commencent à 13 heures. If it's 1 p.m., of course, if it's 2, you would say 14 heures. Les cours commencent à 13 heures. It's not a difficult question, but the fact that I added l'après-midi, that alone could make the sentence a little bit tricky because students would straight away go and answer the question by thinking of the morning. À quelle heure commencent les cours? I'm pretty sure many of you would just say at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, but you need to listen to the full question. Very important. That's why this question is here. Question numéro 10. Penses-tu que les jeunes devraient passer un jour par semaine sans Internet? Do you think that young people should spend 1 day per week without the Internet? So this is a very personal question. So I've just come up with one answer. Non, c'est difficile pour les jeunes de passer une bonne journée sans Internet. No, it is difficult for young people to spend 1 good day without the Internet. Do you agree with me? And now a quick recap. So if you have the key, a question starting with key, you need to remember that it means who, and you need to mention a person. If you have a question starting with est-ce que, you know it's a yes or no answer, but remember saying oui or no is just not enough. you will have to say a little bit more. If your question starts with à quelle heure, you know that is a time. So if you are more comfortable with the 24-hour clock, please do use it. Parle-moi de, tell me about. Or if you hear décris-moi, describe to me, you need to remember that those type of questions require at least 3 sentences. Now, any question starting with selon toi or penses-tu que, remember it's opinion, so you can say je pense que, or you can say you agree or you don't agree, and so on, and all that in French, of course. And combien de fois par semaine, how many times per week, par mois, per month, or par jour, per day. So when you have a question with combien de fois, you need to remember that it's how many times, so you will have to use 2 fois, 3 fois, par, whatever. Okay? So that's it for me. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Please like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe. Au revoir!